Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mark again from Trucking Answers. All right, so I get a lot of emails, as you can imagine, and I appreciate them. Send them all right to me, Mark at truckinganswersnation.com. Here's the thing. Whenever I put out anything about a large company, many people come out of the woodwork to defend that company, and sometimes legitimately and sometimes not. So let's talk about it. I think it's important. People say, look, you don't know, I don't work, you don't work here, talking to me. Okay, great. But, so it's a great company and they treat me right with respect. It's good here. So let's go over those differences. There's a few differences between those things that we need to look at. All right, so it's a good company. Okay, great. Maybe it's a good company for you. It's a good fit for you. And some of this stems from this week where I put out about, KLLM is buying Maverick's refrigerated division, right? And I said all the Maverick drivers should look around the industry, just because they should. Anytime your company's bought out, you should always check and make sure what kind of deal you can get. And KLLM is not great, I don't think. So KLLM supporters came out of the woodwork because many, I think, have been bamboozled by them. Here's the thing. I commented that it's $10 an hour after 3 hours for detention. That's what KLLM said, and no one has come forward to say that is incorrect. So since the company says it and there's no detractors, we can agree with that. So that's horrible. They're not treating you with respect. That isn't being respectful of your time. For a company to treat you with respect, they need to pay you. All right. A company cannot, have you not being paid and be respectful of you. Somebody said, well, look, every time I call, they answer the phone right away. There's always somebody there. Great. There should be somebody there, right? You're calling them. So yeah, they ought to answer their darn phone. That's how we determine if a company's great, by if they'll answer the phone when you call them. Oh my gosh, what does this country come to when that's the thing? All right, so the example, your kid comes home and because many teenagers right now are going to get their first jobs as we go into summer, and the kid says, hey, a non-gender specific binary parental unit, I just got my first job at Clownhead Restaurant and I start at 9 every day, but they don't start paying me until noon every day. I get 3 hours. I don't get to get paid. And you'd be like, that's awesome. Do they answer their phone? I mean, come on. I should not have to fight drivers to get drivers paid. I shouldn't have to fight companies. Since these gigantic, mega, stupid carriers wanted this electronic log, which I've always said I'm a fan of it, right? I don't mind it. There's no reason drivers shouldn't get paid from it. Why are we not paid by the minute from the ELD? Why is there mileage plus stops plus drop and hook plus detention plus layover plus breakdown plus, maybe we like you pay bonuses for this, money away from that? Why is there all that? Because that's the way it's been. That's stupid. It's a stupid way to pay people. There's no excuse for not paying people by the hour, by the minute, and overtime past 40. That's the only way it should be. All your work time should be paid, period. There shouldn't be this time that's unpaid. And, KLLM had a much lower pay rate than Maverick. Now, will they offer Maverick drivers some kind of deal? They said they'll offer them, an attractive pay package, which they should. But, none of that is really relevant when people write to me every time a company and they say, oh, it's good. Maybe it's good for you. But if you're accepting not being paid for your time, don't pretend to me like you're being respected by your company, because you aren't. The way that companies respect you and your time is by giving you something for it, not by just taking it from you and not giving you anything. If they don't give you anything, they're just taking it and you're getting nothing. That's not respectful. That's disrespectful. We want you to do this, but we're not going to give you anything for it. There's no respect in that. So don't say to me, oh, well, they respect me. No, they don't. And most of those places could care less about you. Let's just be honest about that. But it's certainly not respectful to have 3 hours of unpaid time and then $10 an hour. Like that's some kind of great thing. It's always amazing to me. It really is that people will come out and defend that like it's okay. It isn't. This unpaid time in the industry has to end. It has to end immediately. You know, I called it slavery in some videos because maybe for new people it is. When you don't know anything about the industry and you sign a contract and you don't realize a non-compete, so they kind of have you over a barrel. But, you know, if you've been in the industry any length of time and then you'll come out and say, oh, well, you know, they respect me. No, they don't. They don't. And you're there voluntarily not being paid for your time. The only way it ends is by you ending it. You have to stop doing it. But don't defend a place that simply doesn't pay people. Their pay is zero, and they can get people to defend them. I don't know what to say about that. It's just sad. The whole industry is, you know, gone down the crapper because of that kind of stuff. It's sad. And everybody should get paid for all of their time. Why is that? Or some kind of radical idea where I have to fight people all the time about it. It shouldn't be radical. Everybody in the office, you think the mechanics work for free at the shops? They don't. They're getting paid, and so should drivers. It isn't any kind of weird idea, all right? So that's what I'm saying. Write to me. What do you think about that? Right? Mark at truckinganswersnation.com. You're going to come out and defend, Mark, we should only get paid for part of our time? That's crazy, okay? Let's go out. Let's get paid. Let's get paid, all right? And thanks for watching, of course. We'll see you on the next one.